Your third and final row is going to see the 3A of Austin Honeycutt and the 8 of Tyler Stricklet. Honeycutt back in his new car, new for this year car, as he had engine problems a couple weeks ago. Nice to see that car put back together and back here on the track. And the green flag is out. We are racing, and it's going to be Cullen Gossage, last week's feature winner. He is going to be leading them down there as he gets way wide, able to gather it back up. That's going to open the door for the 54C of Corey Cable. Cable now with about a nose advantage as they go through 3 and 4. Gossage bobbles. Oh, slams into the side of Richard Gray. He's going to fall back. Cable, Gray, looks like Brown and Honeycutt all going to get by the 21M as that car is every which way but straight. Right now it is Corey Cable still your leader. Now they're going to go into 3 wide. Gray on the inside, Honeycutt in the middle, and Brown on the outside. Oh, Honeycutt, nice move as he hits the brakes, turns hard left rudder, goes from the high side to the low side of the 13T of Gray, and is able to get by. And now Cable hears that knocking on the back doors. Here comes the Minions. The Minions are coming as he is Honeycutt trying to get to the back of that 54C of Cable. Side by side as they come down, 3 to go. Tyler Stricklet still having some issues with that car as he was so happy to be here tonight, but unfortunately pulling it in a little bit early. Heading down the back stretch, Honeycutt still trying to get side by side with Cable as they go through 3 and 4. He's going now Brown going to stick his nose in, going to try and push the 3 wide. We are 3 wide down the front stretch. Brown the meat in the sandwich. Cable, Honeycutt, that is the bread. But when it all comes out in turn 2, new leader, Austin Honeycutt, the 3A, able to take that lead. Now it is Cable and Brown going side by side for second and third. Richard Gray gathering it back up. He is going to come up and try to take over that second and third place fight from fourth. White flag is out, 1 lap to go. Honeycutt starting to gap the battle for second and third as they come out of 2. Cable, not as good a corner as Brown. Brown going to take over that second place spot, but as they come through 3 and 4, it's the Minions. Austin Honeycutt will take the win. Taylor Brown is going to be second. Corey Cable in third, Richard Gray in fourth, and Cullen Gossage will round out the top 5. RPMs are going to come up. Jesse Hyundai drops the green, and we are racing. Gage Riesdorf going to lead the charge down into turn number 1 as he is on the high side. Leah Peterson tries to battle back on the inside. Not going to happen. Spencer Jans, however, is going to get by Peterson. That is going to take over that second place spot. Is Riesdorf, Jans, Peterson, side by side. Brown and McCulley. A little bit of a bobble from Brown. McCulley will take over that fourth place spot. Now Brown looks like he has a battle on his hands with the 14 of Haley Boulware. Boulware been getting quicker and quicker each week as she's trying to get by a 35 of Brown. Of course, 35X of Connor Brown. Brown now going to the outside of McCulley. A little bit of contact, no harm, no foul. Brown going to get by McCulley. Back up front, Gage Riesdorf, slightly higher line than Jans. That allows Jans to get to the back bumper. Cannot capitalize as they go down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Oh, Jans every which way but straight bobbles. That's going to allow Riesdorf to retain the lead. 3 down, 3 to go. We are halfway home. Once again, it is Riesdorf, Jans, Brown, Peterson, and McCulley, your top 5. Haley Boulware right there as well, having an absolutely stellar run for since she came back. Now it is going to be Boulware to the inside of McCulley. That is for 5th. Green flag is in the air. 2 laps to go. Back up front, Jans has settled in behind Riesdorf. Riesdorf going to come out and see the white flag one more time around. Can Jans do anything with the 13? Oh, a little bit of a bobble from Riesdorf. Oh, a little contact between him and Jans. Riesdorf able to gather it back up. Jans right there on the back bumper. One last shot, going to try to go to the high side. Riesdorf trying to shut the door. Gage Riesdorf's going to win the heat. Spencer Jans second. Connor Brown third. Leah Peterson in fourth. And Haley Boulware is going to round out that top 5. What a run. RPMs are going to come up. Third and final heat of your M&T Motorsports Compacts is underway. And it is going to be a massive tangle here. As you got Hammond, you've got Garcia, Eldape, Reed, and Vogt's a little bit further back. As it all shakes out, Gilbert Eldape is going to be your leader. Jaden Hammond in second. Arturo Garcia sitting there in third. The battle is on for fourth. Oh, whoa! Big time contact between Jaden Hammond and the 7G of Eldape. And unfortunately, Vogt and Reed had to get sideways to avoid. That's going to lose them quite a bit of ground, but it is Eldape retaining the lead. I got to think that the officials are going to have a little something to say to Jaden Hammond about that. He pretty much bonsai'd it down there into 3. Car did not stick. And in fact, he is getting the black flag just shown to him, not waved at him. So that is just a warning. But they are warning Jaden Hammond about his driving. Clean it up, driver, is what they're going to be saying over the radio. Right now it is still Gilbert Eldape with 2 laps to go. Arturo Garcia in second. Jaden Hammond third. Mike Vogt fourth. Kyle Reed rounding out that top 5. And the white flag getting ready to come out. Gilbert Eldape flashes under the flag stand into 1 and 2. Smooth as silk as he comes out. He is going to fly it down into 3 and 4. And Gilbert Eldape is going to win your final heat race. Arturo Garcia in second. Third to Jaden Hammond. Fourth to Mark Vogt. And Kyle Reed rounding out the top 5. So the questions are coming in. Where is Scotty DeYoung? Where in the world is Scotty DeYoung? I know normally that's Carmen Sandiego, but where in the world is Scotty DeYoung? Well, I could tell you folks some big sordid story about he was in Mitchell, South Dakota last night, got into a fight at a gentleman's club, and he's in jail. But in all actuality, his cousin graduated today, so he is on his way. From what I'm being told, he's 2 miles out. That should take him about an hour to get here-ish. So Scotty DeYoung will be here and will be joining me for the rest of the night. And once again, a borrowed car. He won with it last week. Can he go 2 for 2 in it? That is the 41 of Jason Pop Ward. Your third and final row, that's going to see the 2 of Bo Lundquist. Yeah, by the way, we have some hero cards to give away of his later. And the 30 of Travis Barker. Green is out. We are racing, and it's going to be Brenton I Got This Palmer leading him down into 1 and 2. Almost trying to push a 4 wide. Now it's going to go 2 by 2. And look at Jason Ward. He is slicing, dicing, julienne and fries as he goes between the T69, who now is in the wall, and Lucas Phillips. He is now going, and yellow is going to be out. And it looks like some components off of that T69 Jeff Thomas have hit the track. But Jason Ward picking up where he left off last week. Where did he come from?
Jason Ward in third. Travis Barker, Lucas Phillips, and Jeff Thomas.
And we're going to go single file as well. So Brenton Palmer takes the green. He is going to fire it off down the front stretch, leading them down into 1 and 2. As Bo Lundquist looks to the inside, not able to capitalize, but he's also not letting Palmer get away, as it's going to be Palmer, Lundquist. Here comes Jason Ward once again to the outside of Lundquist. Battle is on for second and third. happening right behind the leader at the line. Give it to by a nose to the 41. Now it's going to be turned down. That's going to be 3 wide for the lead. Lundquist is going to trail off. It is now up to Ward and Palmer. Palmer to the outside, Ward to the inside at the line. It's going to be Palmer by a nose with 3 laps to go as they fire it back off down in turn 1 and 2.
As Jason Ward has on the bike for a split second, the 30 of Barker. Jason Ward, your race leader now, though. Brenton Palmer running second, trying to take a beat to the inside of the 41. Nothing doing. Lundquist running third. Green flag out, 2 laps to go. Ward, Palmer, Lundquist, and the 30 of Barker as Lucas Phillips rounds out your top 5. Coming to the white flag, this time by one more time around the Raceway Park for Jason Ward.
Picking up where he left off last week in the feature. Jason Ward through 1 and 2, smooth. He's going to fire it off down the backstretch into 3 and 4. And as he comes out of 4, Jesse Hyundai with the flag in the air. It's going to be Jason Pop Ward with the win. Second to Brenton, I got this, Palmer. By a nose at the line, it's going to be Travis Barker taking home third over Bo Lundquist in fourth. And the 90 of Lucas Phillips rounds out that top 5. Of course, after this, we're going to have 2 big heat races in your Bo 9 Garage Doors Modifieds, which means, number 1, kids, if you have Power Wheels, you need to start bringing them up here as we're going to do Power Wheels racing at intermission. Also, you're running out of chances to both get 50-50 tickets and get your programs. Those programs have tickets that will allow you to get one of numerous great items from Chesterman Bottling Company. So get them now while you can. Green flag is out. We're underway. It's going to be Todd Giroux leading him down. Big Sid Mosier going from the high side to the low side as they are going to clear the 150 of Justin Hale. It's now the 94 and the 27 side by side battling through 3 and 4. Justin Hale every which way but straight, however, gathers it back up. No harm, no foul. Does hold up the 55 junior of Taylor. Meanwhile, up front, Scotty, whoa, never mind, almost cleared it. Who's our almost new leader?
Well, it's Sid Mosier for the time being, but Todd Giroux at the flag stand in the 94 car. He has taken over the race lead. Big Sid Mosier second. Ryan Harris, 49 car, up to that third place spot. Glenn Jones and Greg Taylor. Taylor trying to find a rhythm after getting the win on Friday night. Todd Giroux, Sid Mosier under attack, though, for the 49 of Harris as Harris to the inside. Through turns 3 and 4, Harris taking a look down at the bottom side of the racetrack, going to try to slide up. Green flag is out, 2 laps to go.
Todd Giroux, very slight and uncomfortable lead as that battle continues between Big Sid. Oh, contact! Mosier and Harris. Mosier getting sideways, able to gather it back up. Glenn Jones almost gives him a shot in the shorts for his trouble. But right now, that means that the battle is between Todd Giroux, Ryan Harris for P1 and P2. Harris going to the whip, trying everything he can. Not quite going to do it, though. Even though he drives it in deep at 3 and 4, it's going to be Todd Giroux with the win. Ryan Harris in second. Big Sid Mosier third. Glenn Jones fourth. And Greg Taylor is going to round out that top 5.
So that'll do it for qualifying action here for your J&J Fitting stock cars. Kids, start getting your Power Wheels ready as we have 2 heat races left before intermission. Also, last call for 50-50 tickets. Drivers, I believe, will be given the sign green next time by. Yes, they will be. Stout field of compacts here tonight, PJ.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you, 17 of these cars all told. 12 laps going to make up the distance, and right off the bat, we saw 3 wide coming down the front stretch. So, I mean, this could get really, really wild by the end of this M&T Motorsports compact feature.
So, green flag flies. We shall try it again. Jesse going to let that, yes. We will stay green as Jaden Hammond, 29J, out to the race lead. 3 wide for that top spot into turns 3 and 4. Hammond on the low side trying to keep the lead as Arturo Garcia up and over. Red flag, red flag. Car up and over the top of turn 4.
Also looks like Richard Gray involved as well, as Arturo Garcia is upside down.
MedStar quickly on the scene, making sure the drivers are okay. As Arturo Garcia was battling with Austin Honeycutt there. Looks like Taylor Brown, Gage Riesdorf. Car just pushing up the raceway, and unfortunately Richard Gray nowhere to go. The 5 car climbing the wall.
He's out.
He is out of the car, ladies and gentlemen. Out of the car and okay.
But her and Aaron Kane, driver of the 43 stock car, got married. So she is your winner of the 50-50 raffle, $207 richer. And, you know, she says no, but you got to think, yeah. Hey, check it out. The 54C of Corey Cable pulling off. He is done before we even get started.
Yeah, your pole sitter pulling into the infield as Taylor Brown gets a great start.
And Austin Honeycutt, not sure what's going on with that 3A, but he bottlenecked a whole line of people towards the back. As looks like we have wow. Oh, we got one in the wall. That's Haley Bulware. It looks like a lot of left front damage to that car as Hood came flying up as she did a spin. So, yeah, MedStar Rescue Unit up there, but heavy damage to the left front of Haley Bulware's 14 car.
They're going to stop the cars on the backstretch here, PJ, as MedStar back on the scene once again, making sure Haley is okay.
962-113, 962-012, and 962-189. We have a hat, and we're also going to sweeten the deal. We have these little sleeves you can put your cards in that go on the back of your cell phone. We're going to give those away, too. Right now, let's drop the green, Scotty.
Jaden Hammond lost power contact between Cheyenne McCauley and Austin Honeycutt. As Honeycutt
and caution is out.
and something amiss on the 29J of Hammond, having computer problems as of recent with that car. If it's going to be another late night, I think I might commandeer Cody Bulwer's couch again.
Oh, by the way, Jimmy Scott has an answer to something that you had pointed out.
Yes.
Dawson March in a backup car. Apparently he wrecked his primary at off-road last night.
Oh, so that would be a reason for a backup car.
So we are back to green. We'll see if we can get a couple laps under our belt. Right now it is the 35 junior Taylor Brown. He is leading. Meanwhile, you have Richard Gray, Spencer Jans, 2 and 3. Gilbert Aldape, Leah Peterson battling it out for 4 and 5. We officially have a lap under the books. Connor Brown with your lead. He's going to take it out of turn number 2, headed down. Now Leah Peterson trying to get underneath the 7G of Aldape. Aldape will get away from her and get to the outside of Richard Gray. Once again, that is for 3 and 4. Now, if you look back at 5, 6, 7, that is, and 8, you have Taylor Brown, you have Honeycutt, you have Leah Peterson, you have Redneck Racing, the 38S of Kyle Reed, all battling it out right there, and they are actually starting to catch that 13T of Richard Gray. Battle is on for 4th on back, Scotty.
That it is for 4th on back as Honeycutt to the outside of Richard Gray through turns 1 and 2. That is for positions 4th and 5th. As Connor Brown will race lead, 35X Spencer Jansen second, Aldape running third. Honeycutt will have 4th. Here comes Taylor Brown now into the mix as well as he wants to get a top 5. Brown up the racetrack, side by side with Richard Gray, now into turn number 3. Couple of red cars going at it off turn 4. Who's going to have it? Taylor Brown moving his way into the top 5.
It is Connor Brown who has a little bit of a lead over Spencer Jans. Jans trying to eat into that lead right now. Jans has a huge advantage between him and 3rd place Gilbert Aldape. Cross flags are out. We are 6 down, 6 to go. Your M&T Motorsports Sport compact feature right now. And it is going to be Connor Brown again going through 3 and 4. Spencer Jans is indeed starting to eat into that lead just a little bit. We have time. We could actually have a battle for the lead coming. Now we got Austin Honeycutt catching up to the 7G of Gilbert Eldape. Battle is going to be on for 3 and 4. And then you got Taylor Brown sitting all alone in 5th with Richard Gray a good distance behind him. The field, for the most part, scattered out except for that battle for 3 and 4 with Honeycutt and Eldape, Scotty.
That it is. Connor Brown, though, still a whale of a lead as he's starting to gap Spencer Jans even more and more. 3 laps to go this time by. Best battle here would be between Eldape and Honeycutt. As we come with 2 laps to go, coming off turn number 2, green flag will fly this time by for the 35X of Connor Brown. Jan still running second, still great battle here for 3rd and 4th between Honeycutt and Eldape. Connor Brown is going to see the white flag this time by one more time around for the 35X car.
As he sails it down into 1 and 2. Right now, looks like he is going to be wholly unopposed. Connor Brown is going to go through 3 and 4. And it's going to be Connor Brown with the win. Spencer Jans in 2nd. 3rd, that is going to go to Austin Honeycutt. Gilbert Eldape 4th. Taylor Brown rounds out your top 5. So, wow. While we're waiting on Connor Brown to get down to victory lane, and we're sending Scotty down there.
The track ahead of these drivers a game. This is a Class 2 tough to tame. Your J&J Fittings IMCA Stock Car Parade Lap. We will be going green next time by. 12 cars, 18 laps of distance. One of the greatest shows you will see in stock car racing. IMCA Stock Cars put on a great show each and everywhere they go.
As we're about to see another 18-lap great show here. RPMs are going to come up. We are green, and look at that. Todd Giroux gets a little bit better start than Brenton Palmer as he leads him down into 1 and 2. As he comes out of 2, he's going to take sole possession lead. We're already 3 wide behind him. Look at that. Jason Pop Ward already to the ends. Oh, and a little bit of contact with him and Palmer. Palmer able to get it back straight. Lucas Phillips is in the middle, and Glenn Jones is to the high side. Right now, it is Brenton Palmer trying to get to the inside of the 94 Giroux, not able to do it. And now he is going to lose second for his troubles as here comes Ward picking up where he left off last week. Borrowed it from Jason Speed Snyder's, and that car every bit as quick as it was last week, Scotty.
Crossover move by the T17 car. He's back up to second. Glenn Jones working on the outside of the 41 car. Jason Ward's Big Sid Mosher, the Wendy's 27 car, working as well. Barker into the mix in the number 30. Todd Giroux's going to lead another lap. Palmer second. Glenn Jones still working on the outside. The only one up on the top shelf. As look at Barker, 3-wheel to the inside of the 27 of Big Sid Mosher.
Not able to make anything happen, but he is trying. He's trying to the inside of Mosher on more than one occasion so far tonight.
Jeff Thomas pulling into the infield, though.
Uh-oh.
As
we have a change for the lead up front. It is Brenton Palmer gaining and then he has a huge bobble. That's going to give it right back to Giroux. And unfortunately, it bottlenecked the 41 of Ward, so Ward not able to capitalize. Once again, that car, that T17 of Palmer, pushing like a dump truck. Not sure what happened from the beginning till now, but Ward now able to get by him. Ward now putting his sights dead on the back of that 94 of Giroux.
Oh, as Brenton Palmer goes around in turn number 1 and 2 into the infield, the T17 car.
And he's not
as
moving.
We got a battle for the race lead. Jason Ward is gonna fight to the inside of Giroux as the caution flag's gonna fly for the T17.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but Brenton Palmer at the start looked really, really good. Now all of a sudden that car, like flipping a switch, turned horribly evil.
Car seemed to rotate well and then all of a sudden getting hellaciously tight.
Yes.
And
Not sure.
just could not keep a handle on it at all. So kind of wonder when he had that bobble if something maybe on the steering kind of maybe got jimmied or looks like the lineup is complete here for your J&J Fittings IMCA Stockyards.
7 laps down, 11 laps to go. It is still Todd Giroux leading. But I'll tell you, he's got a big-time battle on his hands with Sid Mosier and the 41 of Ward. And now Barker's thrown in the mix as the green comes back out. Giroux putting it right almost on the tires. He's going to gain a little bit of ground, but all that ground he gains, he loses right away as here comes Jason Ward and Barker also right on the tail of Ward. Ward to the inside.
Oh, that was too close to call.
Oh, I think at the line Ward had him, but barely. A little bit of 8 wheels better than 4 going through 1 and 2 as Giroux now has about a half a car length advantage. Ward going to try back to the inside once again. Has Giroux's preferred line as they come down. It's going to be a little contact between Ward and Giroux. Not sure if that was payback for something, but look at this 3-wheel motion. Might as well be in a rap video. The 30 of Barker as he is now sitting third, but almost gets it taken away as he left the door open for Big Sid Mosier. Mosier not quite able to capitalize, but right now it is Jason Ward. We're picking up where he left off last week in the lead, Scotty.
And look at Ryan Harris, 3-wheel off turn number 2. He's trying to get that 49 car up there as well. Coming off a win just last night at the Off-Road Speedway in Norfolk, Nebraska. Jason Ward, Todd Giroux, Travis Barker, Sid Mosier, your top 4. 3 wide behind him, though, for that 5th place spot. Taylor, Lundquist, and Harris. It's going to be Taylor at the line for 5th in the 55 JR. Taylor, the only one upstairs, followed by Glenn Jones a while back. As everyone choosing the bottom shelf here. It is Jason Ward. Great battle for second now between the 30 of Barker. As a little bit of sparks between the 30 and 94 car of Giroux.
Little bit of Rubbins racing going on there. As Ward once again tiptoes through the tulips through 3 and 4. He's going to see 4 laps to go. Barker now has about a half a car length advantage over Giroux. Giroux trying to battle back to the outside. It is Giroux. It is Barker. Once again, they are side by side. Meanwhile, a little bit further back, you have Big Sid Mosier, who is now, check this out, getting a little bit of pressure from Bo Lundquist, who's now checked himself into the top 5, as he is now sitting in that 5th place spot as he gets around Greg Taylor. Greg Taylor also battling with Lundquist to try and get around Mosier. But 2 laps to go. It is still all Jason Pop Ward in a borrowed car.
That it is. Giroux and Barker, a little bit of contact through turns 1 and 2 that time by. Ward going to see the white flag this time by in the 41 car. Sails it through turns 1 and 2 with ease, no problem at all. Down the backstretch and into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. It's going to be Jason Ward picking up the feature win. Todd Giroux second.
Travis Barker getting credited for 3rd.
And Greg Taylor, I believe, was 4th at the line.
With Big Sid Mosier rounding out that top 5.
Great run by Taylor there in the last few laps.
It was, but once again, if I was Jason Ward, I'd forget about borrowing it. I would just cut Jason Speed Snyder's a check and just buy the dadgum car, because him in that car to steal a Sports Center line is simply in fuego.